Okay, so I'm going to describe how I wired up the S&B switch to the already installed S&B Particle Separator. I had it directly wired into the terminal post on the OEM setup there for the battery positive, the ground, and the accessory switched power. Directly into the relay that came in the S&B wiring. So they send you instructions with the switch here, and the instructions give you this picture, and it's not completely clear if you try to look at the two pictures, but what I learned in testing it is you loop the black to the top two posts, and that goes to your ground terminal at your junction box. You loop the middle and the lower right together on a red wire. I took that to the accessory switched post on my OEM terminal block. And then the lower left one, the B wire, I connected that one to the accessory wire that comes out of the S&B relay to the particle separator. And that's how it worked. When you switch the key on, you got power to the switch, the LED on the switch is lit, but then when you turn the switch on, that's when it actually kicks on the fan on the particle separator. So this is the switch. Here's my wiring. You can see it's basically what they show there. I got the two blacks jumped together. I've got the middle post jumped to the lower right, and then I've got the right post, another red wire. I put them in some wire loom. I'll run them through the firewall here in a minute and tie them together. Again, I'll go to the ground on the OEM terminal block, to the accessory with the A wire from the picture. I'll show you again on the picture. So the upper A wire there, right here, will go to the accessory. The black ground wire will go to the ground on your Polaris, and then the lower red wire, I'm actually going to tie it into this, which is listed as the accessory, and this comes out of the relay wiring that comes off of the S&B switch. There's three wires coming off of the S&B relay. There's a battery, a ground, and accessory. I went ahead and tied the battery in the ground directly on the post, as well as the switch will run off of the post. See, this is what's carrying the power actually to the fan. The other one that I'm going to tie in will just be carrying the switched accessory power to the switch itself. And then I'm going to connect the switch to this. Previously I had this directly tied on to the accessory post here, and then that way anytime I turn the switch on, or the key on, the S&B filter came on. Now I'm putting the switch in between these two, and so the switch will now have to be on, and the key will have to be on both. So anyway, I hope that's clear for you. That's how I've wired it up. I tested it before I actually pulled it through the firewall to make sure it's going to work.